Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about extreme e-bikes, and this one right here is no exception. This is the Aniioki A9 Pro Max. Some people call this the Titan of e-bikes. It goes over 45 miles an hour, has over a 200-mile range. This thing right here is an absolute beast. We're going to see if it lives up to the hype in today's video. Let's go. We're going to start off really quick here by talking about the frame. This is a huge, solid frame. I mean, an absolute beast here. But not only that, it does have dual motors. That's how it gets that speed. So you've got a rear motor right there, and then you also have the front motor. So this is dual motor. Each motor is 1800 watts. So if you're talking peak power, you're talking around 4800 watts of peak power. But guys, you got to check this out. As I walk around, these disc brakes are insane. These are 300 millimeter 4-piston brakes, not only in the front but the back. So you have both the front and the back huge disc brakes here, which are super impressive. Now, housed inside this huge frame here is your battery. This is a 52 volt battery. As you can see, this is for the dual drive only. This is the bigger one. This is over 3,000 watt hours. That's going to get you that 200-mile range. Basically, this is a removable battery right here that is this entire size of the frame right here. So it is a big battery. You remove that battery, you can actually lift this bike up. It's a very heavy bike. It does have proprietary air suspension here as well, which is of course adjustable. But look at this long suspension here, and I will definitely be testing this off-road to see what kind of reaction I do get. As far as tires, these things are huge, guys. I mean, this is 26-inch tires, which is fairly standard on big bikes like this. But if you come around here and look, these are 4.8 inches wide. These are not your typical 3 or 4 inch wide tires. These things are beasts. These are like big motorcycle tires. That's basically what this is an electric motorcycle with pedals. If you look up front here, you'll see the headlight. What's cool about this headlight, not only is it big, but it also has turn signals up front and in the back. So here you've got a turn signal here, and I'll test that out a little bit later in the video. As you come around here, you will notice the suspension also carries through here into the back of the frame as well. So you do have a full suspension here. It's a very strong kickstand, which is important on a heavy bike like this, and it has a sturdy back rack. Also, fenders are standard. The seat is adjustable, and in a little bit I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll show you the handlebars now. So to start this bike up, there's actually a key fob, which is kind of unique. So you just double tap the key fob and it will turn on. Now, once it turns on, you will notice you have a single motor in the back, which is the blue. If you hit this M, it'll actually go to the front, and then hit it one more time. Now you're in dual motor mode. So you do have 2 motors going. And you do have the different level assists. As you see, you just go up by pressing that button up to a level 5, and that's how you're going to get that max power. So the max power, max speed is going to be based on the dual motor level 5. But you are going to lose a little bit of battery life when you do that. But keep in mind, if you really want to go fast, this can do it. Or you can just preserve that energy and get that max 200-mile range by lowering that down and actually pedaling, which is what bikes, are typically for. And here is your 7-speed Shimano shifter. Over here on this side, you do have a horn, and you also have your turn signals left and right. If you go left, as you can see here on the back, it will start blinking. But not only that, like I mentioned before, on the front, it will also let people in front of you know that you are changing lanes. And obviously that goes for both. And here's your nice brake levers, which work really good. And as I mentioned, the seat is adjustable for rider height. So it's got a little latch right here that opens up, and then it just goes up. It is a little bit larger pole, so you can't really replace these like you can on some. But if you're 6'6", you could ride this thing. Or if you're all the way down to 5'7", I'm about 6 feet tall, so I would ride it right around here, I suppose. But if you're below 5'7", I would look at their A8 model, which has the smaller 20-inch tires. All right, let's get on the road and test this guy out. As I'm out here riding, the first thing I noticed right off the bat is this torque is absolutely insane. And it's because it does have the dual motors, which I have on right now. So I've got 1800 watts in the front, 1800 watts in the back. When you're peaking out, you're looking at about 4,800 watts all-wheel drive. So this thing has a ton of power, and I'm having a hard time keeping this drone with me because it's just such a fast e-bike. I did top it out at about 40 miles an hour myself. It does have a rated at 45 miles per hour. I suppose with the right terrain and right rider, you certainly could hit 45 without a doubt. And as you can see, I'm testing it on various terrains. I'm tested it on the road, and now I'm out here in the field. It's a very bumpy old farmland field, and I have to say it handles it like a champ, no problems at all. The pedal assist feature also makes it feel effortless. So as you are pedaling, not only do you have the throttle capability, but you can also pedal and get that assistance. So whether you're cruising or tackling those steep slopes, you won't have any problems with the Aniioki A9 Pro Max. And as I mentioned before, this is a 60 amp hour battery, and that's how you're getting that 200+ mile range on an e-bike like this, because it's a very heavy e-bike, so you need a very big battery to be able to achieve that. And this is a removable battery. It does come equipped with a set of keys. You'll just turn that in and lift this guy right out. It'll also make the bike a lot lighter if you are trying to lift it onto a bike rack. But I do love this battery, and I checked the stats out. It is 3,120 watt hours. So you're getting a ton of range on this battery. So what's the verdict on something like this? This e-bike right here really surprised me for a couple reasons. One, it was really fast, and I kind of expected it to be fast. I just didn't expect the torque that you get out of this. And that'll come in handy if you're hitting major trails, if you're gonna be off-road a lot, or if you just see a big hill and you wanna get up there really, really fast. This definitely did that. And I gotta say, it was much more comfortable than I thought as well. I know a lot of people want to replace seats on their e-bikes for a more comfortable seat, but this one came standard with a big, extremely comfortable seat. And it's not easy to find an additional seat for something like this, because it is kind of a proprietary seat post style. The rack is also framed in really good, so you can put a little bit extra weight back here. Also, if you wanted to get crazy and put a second seat back here or a second passenger basket, things like that, you certainly can, and you can carry a ton of weight with this. On their website, I did notice also that they have tons of accessories for this. They even have inverters where you can convert your battery into a generator. So that's pretty cool too, especially if you're out camping, because you can power all kinds of things, your laptop, lights, heaters, all kinds of stuff with your battery on your e-bike, which I thought was pretty interesting. Never seen that before, having an inverter option with your e-bike, and it's just a small upgrade that you can get when you get your e-bike. Thought it was pretty cool. The display is nice and bright, and I showed that to you a little bit, and I've tested it for a couple miles now, and I gotta tell you, it was almost scary fast. That's not a bad thing if you're an extreme e-biker, you are looking for something that is literally extreme. This is a great option for you, and you're not gonna find much faster than this. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again, everybody. Bye.